chat. So, alright, let's go ahead and talk about the government shutdown 2018. Now, most of you guys, I'm pretty sure, already know. Oh, I need that microphone. Sorry for you guys to hear me on Facebook. Most of you guys know, paid attention to the news yesterday. The government shutdown. There was the looming threat. No doubt, we have seen a political system since President Trump has become president is a circus act. And I'm not saying it's because it's President Trump's fault. I'm not saying it's, it's anybody's fault. The fact of the matter is we are at a critical point in our government system where old techniques and old things just simply did not work. People are so emotional and so spoken about their feelings. Now we have to cater to everyone's feelings, rewrite laws, and all that other shit. Now, talking about this government shutdown, okay, most of you guys know it was about the budget spending. The tax cuts and all that. It had to be put into place. It had to be signed. Democrats, they read this bill. They were all for this bill. Everything that was in the bill, they loved. But the fact of the matter is they weren't going to sign the bill. They just simply was not. Unless it had something to do with the Dreamers Act. And to protect all these illegal immigrant children that come over here and listen to us. They take, healthcare, medical, education, food, all of our American tax dollars is paying for this. Okay. Do you guys ever remember voting that? Voting for a Dreamers Act? I don't. So, I mean, how are we supposed to have these things into place? The lottery. You guys remember back in October, the lottery came over here. The gentleman came from, I think it was Sudan, came over here in that lottery program, got in a truck, ran a couple Americans over, screaming Allah, and all because he got picked randomly with no questions asked. Now, the whole problem with this whole government shutdown is, guys, again, like I said, I'm going to be fair here. Government shutdowns happen all the time. We've seen it happen in the past. We've seen it in 2013. We see it now. And I can guarantee you, we'll see it again. This isn't going to be the last ever government shutdown. A lot of people are, yes, unconstitutional. Yes, you are right, Mike. A lot of people, there's a lot of fear-mongering going on nowadays, okay? First off, I don't know if you guys noticed, if you guys followed me on my YouTube channel, I brought out how yesterday, not only was the fear looming about a government shutdown, but I was also talking about how the Russian spy ship, you guys remember last year how the Russian spy ship was sitting off the coast of the United States up there in Delaware. They're back in the region, just north of Florida. A lot of things are happening all at the same time. Me personally, if you guys remember, that was a year ago that we first started talking about it. Here we are a year later. It's back. I really think that that's just a yearly thing. I don't think we have to really worry about a Russian spy ship. However, this Dreamer Act. The Democrats really wanted to push this Dreamer Act into the budget spending. It had nothing to do with until March 5th. They had until March 5th to talk about this. But they wanted to throw it in there. President Trump wanted to, he said that he's willing to work on it, with it. But it has to include the wall. Of course, Democrats don't want that. A lot of Republicans don't want that. And we really have to think about what's going on here. What's morally right and what's constitutionally right. Those are two separate things, okay? We're trying to take morals and constitutional rights and put them together in a new society here in America that we don't know how to adapt to it. Okay, so you got this government shutdown. Hundreds of thousands of American military family members serving here at home and abroad. They're going without a paycheck. They signed up voluntarily to put their lives at danger to save me, to protect you, protect your mom, your dad, your loved ones, your dogs, your animals. They're there to protect you. No one told them that they had to do it. Do you guys realize in some other countries, you don't get a choice. You don't get to say, hey, you know what? I want to sit there and join the military. There's countries out there like North Korea. Once you hit a certain age, you're in the military. You don't have a say. And if you want to try to run away and defect, they kill you. We talked about that in my videos on YouTube. I brought you guys the facts. I showed you guys everything. You guys remember that. But these people voluntarily sacrificed everything to protect everything that we have, everything that we love. Democrats voted against that to keep DACA alive, to keep children alive. Do you guys know within the last 10 years, the percentage rate of some of these DACA children? 1% of the DACA children population is incarcerated. 23% of the DACA population is on welfare that are not vetted as American citizens. And then there's some other ones. I think there's only like 3% of DACA children in the last 10 years that actually grew up and became something. Okay? And honestly, guys, I'm all for that. If we want to take some of these children from shithole nations, as I shall say, you know, and give them a better life, give them better education, that's fine. But I've even said in my last video, if you have no intention, you come over to America as a child, you take all the education, you know, the healthcare, all that, everything the American people give you. Now, you have two choices. Once you hit 18, you can either go back to your country or you can vet and become American citizens. Most of the people, they don't want to sit there and vet. They just want to leech off the system. Why don't you go back to your country, take what the American people gave you in the American tax dollar, and use it in your own community to better yourself? That's my opinion. But I will say this one thing. I don't agree with that they are holding American legislation hostage over immigrants. Like I said, you got military. Me and my family, I got military family members. I got cousins that got loved ones in military. I got friends that got loved ones in military. I actually have friends that served in the military. I don't agree one bit with it. I don't agree one bit with it. I can guarantee you at least 75% of Americans agree with me. And probably agree with you guys. If you guys are here watching me, whether or not you kind of agree with me or you disagree, but you got to understand the whole concept of being American. We have to follow the laws. Stop thinking about what's morally right for a minute. I understand what's morally right. You know, morally, I don't think that we should be ripping families apart. Okay? Morally. But constitutionally. Okay? I'm an American. I have to follow the laws of my land. You know, I love our history. I love what we had to go through, even though some of it was good, some of it was bad. But I love the fact that we went through what we went through to evolve into a society we are today. But Democrats are trying to take that away by shoving illegal immigrants into our face, catering to them, and pretty much telling the American people, hey, go fuck yourself. Now, there's this talk going on about this memo. Have you guys heard about the memo? The release the memo, hashtag the memo. A lot of it's going on, you know, now it's being talked that it's Watergate Part 2, Obamagate, and it's the FISA memo. All right, most of you guys have talked about, looked into it, shared some information with me as well. And me, personally, if there is something, the FISA Act, for the ones that don't know, is, do you guys remember Eric Snowden, when he got in trouble for leaking classified information out about how Americans were being spied on by the agencies? Well, the FISA memo is about how Obama unlawfully and illegally obtained warrants to tap onto President Trump during the campaign and even afterwards. Again, I'm not saying it's true. That's what's being out there. They're saying that it's out there. I've watched a lot of Fox News last night. I read a lot of articles. And everywhere is saying the same thing. Republicans, Democrats, mainly Republicans. I think the memo was sitting in the Senate. So anyone that wanted to go in and read this memo could. All the Republicans went in and read it. One Democrat went in and read it. The other Democrats in the building didn't want to know no part of it. They didn't want to give it no chance. They didn't want to read it. Why? Why don't you want to read? Supposedly, if there's some dirt on the Democratic Party, why not read it? Right? Not unless you, in fact, maybe have something wrong. Maybe something in that memo is about you. Now, personally, if you're going to sit there and hold the American people hostage, the American military members hostage with their without paychecks, there's thousands of American federal employees that's going to be working. But not only that, all these people. And especially, I keep going back to the military because this is the one that pisses me off the most. This is the one that gets to me the most. Congress is still collecting their paychecks. And they have all the, you know, most of the shutdowns, Congress always collected a paycheck. But this is ridiculous. You know, the fact that they want to save illegal immigrants and protect them and pretty much shit all over the Fourth Amendment And if you guys don't know what the Fourth Amendment is, please go look it up. I mean, I could show you. I mean, I got the amendments, the Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution sitting right here. I could read it to you, but I'm not going to right now, because then I'd have to be like, well, I'm just not going to do that. Look it up. They are shitting all over our Fourth Amendment, and no one cares. No one cares. They don't give a shit, you know. So, my opinion, you know, like I said it last night, and it was just a theory. But now I'm really going to put it out there. I seriously think that the Democrats are the ones that's actually going to harbor illegal immigrants and pretty much shut out American law and justice and American morale. Release the memo. Let's see what really happens. If there's something that's really out there that's disturbing that Americans and, you know, news anchor Sean Hannity, Carlson Tucker, you know, they all came out with interviews with people that actually read this memo and said it needs to be released. The American people need to know what's in this. Because when you're looking at it, you don't know if you're looking at American citizens or KGB agents. That's how fucked up it is. All I say is release the memo. Today, all day, I'm going to be all over Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever I need to do, and hashtagging the shit out of release the memo. We have to stand up for our military members here in America. We need them to protect us. Well, they need us now here in America to do what they need. We need to release that memo and get some of these crooked politicians out of office. We need to. So if you guys aren't busy today, once in a while, get on somewhere and hashtag release the memo. Just get it out there. You're not the only one that's doing it. You know, I think last night when I did it for the first time, there was over 18,000 retweets of hashtag release the memo in the first hour that I heard about it. So you're not the only one out there that's asking for it. But think about it. You got loved ones that either served in the military, that has died for the military. Do you have loved ones across the seas right now? Do you have friends that got loved ones across the sea? Protecting with their lives on the line? Can you guys imagine the morale right now? I mean, look at the morale in everyday average American citizens. It's ugly. It's ugly. We don't know how to get along anymore. I follow Trump, I'm a racist. You follow a Democrat, you're a fucking snowflake. Or a liberal. We don't know how to get along anymore. American morale is low. When American morale is low, you can guarantee you that's going to roll off into the military. Now the morale is low without a paycheck. Without a paycheck. The only thing I can say is I hope to God North Korea keeps their fucking missiles a bay. Because right now would be the time. Morale, you know, they start getting missile shot at them. Fuck that, I'm not getting paid. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I'm on strike. Think about the morale for the American soldiers. So anyways, guys, we need your help. Everyone needs help. We need to hashtag release that memo. We need to know what the Democrats has been doing for the last 10 years. Dirty, illegally. Alright, guys. I'm out of here. I got a family to do. So, I appreciate you guys checking me out. First video on live. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is my second one. But this is my first, like, real serious one. First time I've ever had these many people in Facebook. YouTube as well. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think. We'll go live again tonight. Please, if you guys want to share information, you guys already know how to do that. We are at our most vulnerable. We are very vulnerable right now. Like I said, the morale alone. I don't know how many of you guys, me personally, if I was going to work and I found out that I'm going to work without a paycheck, fuck this, I'm going to go sit on my couch. Fuck that. I'm not going to work. You know, but military, you know, it's a little different. I get that. But still, if you're getting shot at, you're probably going to put your gun down and just hunker down and say, no, I'm not getting paid for this shit. Fuck that. We need to get the word out. We need to release that memo. Let the American people know. We need to restore faith in the justice system. Actually, you know what? No. Fuck that. We need to replace the justice system. The justice system is what's failed Americans for so long. So again, hashtag release the memo. Let's start getting that word out. Start getting that memo public. We need to know. The American citizens, the American soldiers that are fighting every day, risking their lives, deserve to know. Congress, why don't you take your asses home and give your paychecks back up to our military? They need it. You do not. You want your paycheck? Get back in Congress and work a little bit harder to get a deal done. But leave DACA till March 5th. Leave it out of this. Has nothing to do. Alright, guys. I appreciate it. I will see you guys later on.